check. Wait to see this notification. Looking good there.
Where your pants at, man? Where your pants at? It's cold. You didn't put your pants on. Really, bro? Come on.
Here we go.
Halleck. Hey there. Are we on
Hey, come
speaking
on, man.
terms?
Stop playing.
Depends on what you have to say. How about we start
About
by
to be
breaking
then.
the ice? It's been 2 years. What happened? People go their separate ways. That day in the heart of rage, you forgot about it. Faye and I didn't. Simple as
Yeah, I'm
that.
gonna go get some cereal and pancakes, candy, some shit.
Fun, honey.
We came out alive. Figured every hour after that was a gift, so why brood? Who says I'm brooding? Well, when's the last time you put on the suit? Oh, no. You don't get to show up out of nowhere and start interrogating me. So how about this? Outside the job, we're just two, I don't know, long-lost cousins getting to know each other again. See what happens. I'll bite. We start fresh. Well, some of us are 45 years old, so fresh is being kind. Maybe I'm your uncle. Maybe we'll even be friends. Sure, kid, as long as we're pretending. But on the job, don't think I'll go easy on you. Got a minute to talk?
Unless you're suited up for a mission, I've got all the time in the world. Honestly, I'm surprised you agreed to take the job from Corvus after everything.
What you doing? Talking to somebody?
Yeah.
If the Dominion weren't here to put the pressure on, I probably wouldn't have agreed.
But you did. None of the other freelancers would even consider trying again.
Have you kept in touch with anyone else?
I tried to, at first, but most of the survivors wanted to forget they had ever been freelancers. The ones who stuck around did not appreciate my interest in going back to the Heart of Rage.
What made you so determined to go back in?
There's still so much I want to understand about the storm, the Anthem, and what went wrong.
You really think you'll find answers?
Does it matter? The world is filled with mysteries. Chasing the solutions, that's where the fun is.
I'm looking forward to the solution, not getting hung up on failure. I envy that.
That's why you left, isn't it? You got sick of dwelling on the past. I can't blame you. You needed to get out there and chase something you couldn't see.
It means a lot to hear you say that.
I came here from Anthem back in the day. Can you imagine? Beautiful, civilized Anthem. To the frontier. Because I wanted to see what's out here through a Lancer's eyes.
Well, I can probably handle being your eyes out here.
I know you didn't really want to do this, any of this, but I'm glad you're here, even if you're not. Don't worry. I'm sure I can back you up in the field just as well as Owen can.
G, you can hear me?
One of the 4 amplifiers has a very distinctive aroma. It's not good.
Oh, shoot. Gary.
Ah, it's you. Good. There's trouble. Got a distress call from a freelancer, okay? In bad shape.
What happened?
Don't know. A Strider is stuck out there. Got passengers. Like I said, bad. If a freelancer calls for help, we answer.
Got it.
Go. Find what you can. You tracked down Howlick, yeah? Oh, one of the greats. Such a wonderful laugh. Hope he finds it again.
We'll see.
Hey, buddy. I need some advice on my, delicate regulator situation.
The whole losing your javelin suit in a card game situation?
That's the one? So, I head over there to see if I can make some kind of deal, like we talked about, right?
Did they listen?
Well, they were sort of listening at first. I was going on about all the valuable stuff just waiting to be discovered beyond the wall. Piles of it. You know what I'm talking about.
Sure. What did they say?
They kept insisting I hand over my suit. Said freelancers can't be trusted.
A group of actual criminals said freelancers can't be trusted?
That's when things got away from me.
Did you...
Start a fight? Hell yeah, I did.
With members of an organized crime gang?
Just a few of them. Damn. I've probably made everything worse.
Yeah. Probably.
You certainly have.
More sexy bad choices.
Do you often get into trouble like this?
I won't lie. I do. I get caught up in things and can't back down. The occasional Sentinel's gotten involved. Maybe 2.
So what happens now?
I guess at some point I could arrange a meeting with some high-up boss type. Try and fix this?
Bold move. Do it sooner rather than later, okay?
Sooner. Absolutely. You want to come with me?
Do I? I think they might say no anyway. But, yeah.
After your last encounter, bringing backup might send the wrong message.
Ouch. Yeah, that's probably true.
Keep the meeting public. Should be fine.
I'll do that. Okay. I'll get something set up.
Soon, right?
Top priority, for sure. I'll catch you later.
digging in there anyway. Hey, I heard something about you, and I wanted to see if it was true.
It's probably not.
I hope it is. Okay, true or false? At Princess Zim's caravan, did you eat Korok's testicles?
False.
Oh no, this is not good.
Why does this disappoint you?
I made a sizable wager you did. This is gonna cost me.
That's too bad. Good luck.
Thanks. I thought for sure you'd eat Korok's danglers.
Nope.
Darn, I thought I knew you.
Guess not.
I do see a silver lining here, though.
What's that?
Well, this reminds me not to take you for granted. I still have so much to learn about you.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Freelancer, you're back. Okay.
Nice to see you too, Bryn.
This might actually be a good thing.
Might?
A few beacons have gone quiet in the wilderness and we're short-handed. Those beacons are vital to my work here. If they're broken...
So I should go fix your beacons.
Ah, perfect. I'm so glad you offered.
My pleasure.
Good, good. I'll talk to you in the field.
No problem.
Ah, good. Come to pay your respects at last?
I guess I have.
My name is Zara Toll, but you may call me Madam Chronicler. Everyone does.
Okay, Madam Chronicler.
You do know that I'm your cipher's point of reference, that I provide information via amplifier for your library.
Actually, I wasn't aware that was a thing.
That's curious. It's fairly common knowledge. Oh, maybe you have amnesia.
I don't have amnesia.
Did you rattle your head or inhale some toxic spores?
Not enough to give me amnesia.
If you say so, my dear. But what news? Anything to report from your travels?
Should I tell her? No.
The usual. Scorpions, Shaper relics.
And there's horrible scar creatures. Well, things are worse than ever.
Freelancers are still out there, helping where we can.
In your case, that's true.
Not sure I follow.
I talk to cities and ciphers far and wide. They all say the same thing. Freelancers have lost their way.
I haven't lost my way.
And I'm glad for that. You know, you'd be a wonderful sentinel.
And just stand guard all day?
Food for thought. Which brings me to my duty. A chronicler must pass along collected knowledge, that humanity may build upon its learnings.
Learnings? Oh, you mean reading?
What would you enjoy? Hard news or something more escapist?
News, please. Good to know what's going on.
I must agree, especially in these trying times. May you learn that all may learn, that all may grow.
Thank you. Catch you later, Madam Chronicler.
Catch me? What am I? Grab it. Good day. My duty. A chronicler must pass along collected knowledge, that humanity may build upon its learnings.
Learnings? Oh, you mean reading?
What would you enjoy?
Are you Sev?
In the flesh. You must be the freelancer Tassin hired. Huh. You actually look capable.
Were you expecting otherwise?
No? Well, sort of. I'm used to getting scraps, not resources.
I thought Corvus would have plenty to go around.
Oh, they do. But I'm in the proverbial doghouse. Long story short, I pissed off the wrong people and ended up in this shithole.
At first glance, Fort Tarsus may not seem like much, but...
It's a shithole. The bar doesn't even have a name.
I used to, but...
I know the story. All the stories. Let's just talk about the job. Corvus has received reports of Scars ambushing supply caravans.
Pretty standard.
Except they were using some new acidic weapon. Extremely potent, not the usual Scar fare.
Scars are scavengers. They must have gotten the acid from somewhere.
Great minds. I had a scout follow a trail of the gunk to a possible source. Your cipher has the coordinates.
Nice work, Sev.
What kind of intelligence agent would I be if I didn't give you a little intel? Let me know when you're on your way.
Remember when this place was called the Shifty Koroks? First, that only lasted 2 months. And second, don't call it that. Who was the owner then? Carl? Carey? Cos? Right. Whatever happened to him? Ursik's got him, I heard.
So, what are you after today?
Matthias Sumner. Is he really banned from the bar?
That Arcanist? Oh yeah. Technically, he's not allowed within half a click, but the fort's not that big.
Half a click? He didn't mention that. What happened exactly?
He's sitting over there with a bunch of brains. They had about 5 rounds of silver, no sign of drying up. They start arguing about some nonsense. I don't know what got said, but Matthias throws a drink at one guy. Then Genius Boy stands up on the table, shouts, "Do the math or shove off!" and flings himself at the guy. Smashed the hell out of the table, tried to stab a guy with a busted chair leg. I had to call the Sentinels.
Huh, I guess he really likes math.
Yeah, that makes it all better.
Anyways, everything going all right around here lately? No curses or anything?
Doesn't work like that. Guy before Dusty, Xeno something, took over, changed the name to the Black Emporium. 2 months later, hit by lightning, inside the fort. Sentinels found him fried to a crisp and fused to his chair in the back room. Glitch crap just happens. You don't hear about it beforehand.
I see plenty of things in the jungle just as weird as that.
The further out into the frontier you go, the more glitched it gets. I'm not sweating it. Besides, this is the only spot to get a drink between Anthem and glitching Allheim. It's worth nearly as much as the city of Helios. I'm not giving that up for a scary story.
Hey there.
Piece of advice?
Okay, where do I start? Your temper can get to...
No, I'm saying from me to you.
Oh, sure. What have you got?
This fight with the Monitor, burn it into your brain. Someday it'll be the good old days. The legend that gets freelancers excited. And reminds you what badass feels like.
Thanks, Alec, but I've got badass covered already.
Ha! Listen to you.
Just saying.
Saying ain't the same as doing. Old man Halleck here defined badass. That rogue Ursix that terrorized Shadow Gap Trench? I put the final bullet in its brain. Or that battle of Wyvern Horde at Indigo Vale? I was there.
Yeah? What was it like?
A dozen freelancers dropped in from above. Down a sheer cliff, landed in a circle on an outcropping. Nothing but death below. No margin for error. Had to surround them. 12 pairs of boots hit the ground in unison. 12 guns started blazing. And a bunch of Wyvern died wishing they never met a freelancer. It was magnificent.
All right, I'll give you that one. Pretty impressive.
Badass.
Sure. Until I redefine badass.
Hasn't happened yet.
You'll see. Later, Alec.
Hey, buddy. Great to see you. Met with the regulators. You know, about the card game misunderstanding.
The misunderstanding of you betting your javelin on a card game and losing?
Crazy story, eh? I was planning on arranging to meet them in a public place, like you suggested. It's a nice spot, actually.
Planning on it?
Yeah. I took a few more contracts in case I was suitless for a while.
Makes sense. If you lose your suit, you'll be grounded. Probably worth the risk of making the regulators mad.
So about that. I had a knock on my door last night.
Uh-oh.
Some guy was standing there. Smelled like cheap drinks and uncomfortable conversations.
What did he want?
To introduce his burly friends.
He must have heard about the last time you wanted to chat.
Ooh, yeah. He was mad. Very mad. He said he was here to take my suit, and anything that wasn't nailed down. One yes. What happened next?
Well, you said something witty, he laughed, and you became pals?
Reasonable and measured. I respect that. But no, I broke his arm.
Right.
The burly guys just stood there at first. I don't think they expected that.
Who would expect that?
Anyway, the boss guy yelled a bunch. I mean, language. Wow. His guys finally weighed in swinging. I get thrown out of the door and into the fruit stand. Sexy danger. I'm scrapping it out with these thugs when the sentinel in a shiny blue suit breaks up the fight and hauls me off.
Hauls you off? What about the regulators?
I've had a few run-ins with sentinels. They just assumed I started it.
Fair.
After getting my story, he asked if I wanted to work for them. Part-time. My debt to the regulators goes away, and if they're in trouble, they have a freelancer to call.
Surprising, but hard to see the downside.
Maybe. I'm not sure about working so closely with sentinels. I mean, they're sentinels.
I get it. Freelancers tend to stick with their own.
That's how we work.
Why not just post contracts like everyone else?
I got the impression they're in a tough spot. They want to help people, but they aren't equipped to deal with all the stuff out there. They're not freelancers. When things go bad, they don't want to post their problems for everyone to see, so they'll just ask me to help.
I get it. Well, if you think this is a good move.
Yeah, I think so. The upside being, I can probably punch more regulators without getting into as much trouble. Sexy bad choices.
Take care of yourself, Wraith.
Always do. I'll see you around, Big Star.
But when we get to
Freelancer? Freelancer, yes, excellent, you're here.
Matthias, need something?
Need something? Oh, no. Have something. You remember that strange energy the runes emitted?
I remember you mentioning something while I collected them.
I managed to isolate and identify the energy pattern. I passed it along to your cipher.
Who can now help me find those invisible runes?
Which are the key to unlocking another impenetrable mystery.
Which means you want me to go find more of them.
Yes, the more the better. With enough, I'm certain I can find the location of the Elysian manuscript. Certain. I've several leads. It's very promising. Talk later.
You got it, Matthias.
Tassin. Wonderful you have some time to help. I have several things that need attention, especially finding more of those runes. You're back. Wonderful. I get flashes of inspiration whenever we chat.
Really? That's good, right?
Oh, yes. You know, my mentor had strong feelings about inspiration and the gathering thereof. Inspiration must be seized, Matthias, she'd say. Grab it by the throat and don't let go. Well, she didn't actually say throat, but something else. Philo Ray had no time for propriety.
Philo Ray taught you? I've heard she was a brilliant arcanist.
And the reason I'm not dead in a ditch.
How did you meet?
I, robbed her.
That really was not what I was expecting.
She was a fancy lady, I was a street kid. What would you have done?
Smiled, melted her heart with urchin-y charm.
Charm? Not me, not at that age. I was all knees and teeth. I didn't have any options. Thievery it was. And she had a case of very shiny things. Shaper relics. I didn't realize the danger. I got lucky, nothing blew up when I took it apart. But Phyla had followed me. It was impossible for an unschooled vagrant to silence a relic, she said.
That made her want to teach you?
I think so. She never explained. Maybe it was the way I handled the relic. It took her an hour to convince me to go with her.
I'd have jumped at the chance. Why didn't you?
I didn't trust her.
What changed your mind?
She sat with me and explained the relics. She told me I could be an arcanist. She was kind. No one had been kind to me in years. She was the first to call me a prodigy. Damn, I miss her. Anyway, You're probably busy. We can talk later. Heard Tassin mumbling about the Dominion? Did you know I once hid in a mound of rotting fungus to avoid one of their patrols?
Just because you're wearing a mask doesn't mean your eyes are properly protected.
Hello, Berndl. How's the Fort maintenance game?
It's challenging. People continue to ignore glaring safety issues. It's only a matter of time until someone is seriously injured.
Come on. Is it really that bad?
We have a cable problem. There are electrical cords and ropes strewn about all over the fort. This is a serious tripping hazard.
Really?
A mechanic tripped in the forge area yesterday and broke her thumb. That accident was 100% preventable.
Really? How are you going to stop people from tripping?
I will implement a bylaw that requires people to properly bundle or store all loose rope and cable.
You want to make loose cords illegal?
Yes. And standing water.
Standing water? You mean puddles?
Standing water is a breeding ground for insects and should be cleared within a reasonable time after a rainfall. Puddles not only get your feet wet, they're another tripping hazard.
How will you bring in the bylaw?
I have a petition I expect you to sign.
Sure. I'll help make the fort a safer place.
Thank you, freelancer. This fort needs a good safety policy, and people like you will help make that happen.
You're welcome.
I'm hoping the bylaw will help people appreciate the dangers of loose cable and standing water.
Me too, Perndle.
They will, eventually. Did you know we're refurbishing the fountain?
That must be difficult.
It is. I'm very busy. That's why I need to cut this short. Goodbye.
Hi again, Mora. How's business?
How do you think?
Fruit sales have been peaking?
Please don't patronize me, freelancer. You know that's not the case. I'm thinking of selling my plans for an indoor farm. Not for very much, but enough for now.
Before you do that, I met someone recently. A woman named Leanne.
The baker. Where did you meet her exactly?
At the bar.
I thought so.
She's been hit by the grain shortage too. Her bakery shut down.
I know. She was a great customer. Came by a lot. I really liked her, but she's been wasting away in that bar since her bakery shut down.
Everyone deals with hard times differently. She's got some resources left over. The last remnants of her bakery.
I don't know. She's changed.
This could be a solution for both of you.
She's been irresponsible with her funds. I rarely see her sober. I'd be letting her have half my idea. And what if my farm fails? I'd be responsible for losing what Leanne has left.
All fair points.
I have to think about this. Freelancer? What would you do?
It might sound iffy, but you should take a chance on Leanne. She owned that bakery for years. That person is still in there.
That's true. And I would be crushed to part with my idea for so little.
It's your decision, of course.
I know. I know. But you're right. What's life without a little risk, right?
Out here at the fort, risk is everything.
Thank you, freelancer. I need to think about this, but come back soon.
You got it, Mora.
Hey, pal.
Hi, Serena.
You know how I love all cute animals, right?
Yeah?
Damn, I forgot to be professional again. Please browse our ever-changing selection of compounding materials. Now that we've got that over with, I bet you want to hear about my new pet Saurian.
You finally got a pet? Good for you. How's that going?
Well, it started out wonderfully. My baby Saurian was the cutest little thing in the fort.
You had a Saurian in the fort?
Amazing, right? But the Sentinels said Wiggles was too dangerous, so I had to set him free.
Wiggles?
Cute name, huh? And the incident wasn't that bad. Like my Uncle Ronnie says, nobody needs all 10 fingers anyway. Wiggles and I were off-leash training, and it was great until that kid walked by with her sandwich. On the plus side, it was one of the smaller fingers, and my family gave her a really fancy gift basket.
Will you look for another pet?
I sure will. Just because I've had bad luck with Koroks, Tesselars, and Saurians doesn't mean I'm giving up. I believe every animal is cute when it's a baby.
But won't they get dangerous as adults?
I think the key is picking the right time in their development to say goodbye. You ask good questions. That's why I like you.
Thanks, Serna.
I mean as a customer of the store. You probably have to go. Maybe next time you'll get a chance to look at some of our new alloys. Bye. Please come back soon to shop.
That girl in the market, Serna, she seems like quite the character. If she actually brings a Korok into the fort, it'll be one for the history books.
Do I smell Manticar?
I'm sure you do. You should try it sometime.
Regretfully, I have. I've been looking for you, freelancer.
Why does it feel like you want something?
Because I do.
Do you ever get tired of being a spy?
Sometimes, but what's truly tiring is being called a spy.
So if you're not a spy, then what are you?
I'm an intelligence agent. Now that I've answered your question, I've got one for you. Tell me what happened in the Heart of Rage.
Anything specific?
You went in with some of the finest Bastion freelancers. Why didn't they make it back?
It was chaos. Your guess is as good as mine.
Every other survivor was physically injured or psychologically scarred.
I was lucky.
Then you barely caught your breath before you started picking up contracts again.
Yeah, so...
So why weren't you damaged?
Maybe I was.
Why do you say that?
I lost friends in that storm. And when I got out, know what I felt? Happy. That screwed me up for a while.
That's a normal feeling to experience.
Really? Felt pretty glitched up to me. Anyway, how would you know?
I may not fly a javelin, but I have seen combat. I've lost friends too.
So are you damaged?
Probably.
You hide it well.
I work for Corvus. It's part of the job.
In my job, it helps to keep busy. The more I do, the less time I have to think.
Feeling relief for being alive doesn't make you a bad person. Trust me.
Sure. Trust you.
I know this wasn't easy. Next time we'll talk about something else.
Sure. We'll sit down and have a nice chat.
I'll be in touch.
I'm sure you will.
Are you and Jack in some sort of who can be the bigger hero contest? That's the third Sentinel patrol he's rescued from scars this week.
Now here's where it gets fun. Time to make a statement.
What's on the docket today? Days, hasn't it? There's more crits than people down there, I think.
Good timing. We just got some excellent new stuff.
What are we up to?
Gonna make that javelin shine.
Oh, would you just look at the market lately?
There's a shape relic nearby emitting an odd signal. Let's study it.
Understood. Let's see what I can do.
We're too late. That relic's getting worse by the second. Recover the fragments to silence it.
Okay.
Nicely done, Freelancer. Keep at it. Just one more fragment. You got a good collection now. Well done. I see that I could use your help in another matter. Won't take a second. Freelancer, I have a very good lead on some new runes. I want you to prove my research is correct.
Got it. On my way.
Arrived. Let's start searching for those runes.
Okay.
finished. Yes, that should be enough. That seems complete, I think. Just realized I have something else for you in the area. Oh no, they're everywhere. Something must be done.
I understand.
Wait! One of their violent leaders disappeared. I knew this place was important. You have emerged from the victor. Well done. Fine display of skill against overwhelming odds. Exceptional working with you. Couldn't have done it without you.
Freelancer. Do we have trust issues?
You know, most people start with a hello or how are you?
Hello. Would you say you trust me?
Kind of.
That's what I thought. I feel somewhat responsible for your misgivings.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
I've decided to be more forthcoming with you.
Okay.
Do you know what Corvus does with Dominion informants?
No, but I'm interested.
We question them.
I was expecting something more.
Until they give us an answer. And they always answer. Always.
Do you torture them?
No, we are not the Dominion. We use psychological interrogation methods that are far more effective than physical pain.
Then what do you do with them?
What do you mean?
When you're done questioning.
We execute them.
Why are you telling me this?
I thought you might be interested in how Corvus operates. And I want to build trust.
Great.
I'll be in touch.
Are you and Jack in some sort of who can be the bigger hero contest? That's the third Sentinel patrol he's rescued from scars this week.
Shop here for all your compound and alloy needs.
What if it's true?
I have it. I finally have it.
What's going on?
The runes were indeed the key. Madness to think they were there all the time, waiting.
You found something?
An excellent question, to which I have an excellent answer. The final resting place of the Elysian manuscript.
Sounds like I'm going on expedition.
The runes speak of a special vault in a high tower built on a mountaintop. Objects of power were brought there. Shaper relics, artifacts from beyond the Hesperian tide.
And a manuscript?
Indeed. A very special manuscript.
Okay, tower on a mountaintop. Shouldn't be too hard to find, right?
Heard Tassin mumbling about the Dominion? Did you know I once hid in a mound of rotting funk?
Well, hello again.
How are you, Madam Chronicler?
I hear you've been rescuing Arcanists. For all their study, Arcanists have a remarkable lack of common sense, don't you think?
Well, anything for research, right?
Yes, put one's head into the mouth of an Ursix. For research. Well done.
Still, they know more than I ever will.
Well, that's up to you now, isn't it?
Well, I do like keeping up with the news.
That's the spirit. Or is it a hint?
You mean, did I come here to hit you up for reading materials?
Hit me up? Gracious, do you mean ask me?
Isn't that what I said?
Did you even read it?
Well, I actually haven't yet.
Then just say you haven't read it. No need to lie about it.
I'll keep that in mind.
Indeed. As my mentor and royal cousin, Negandel, used to say, a genuine sign of true honor is complete honesty. But most freelancers aren't really concerned with honor, so...
A freelancer's honor is in helping people outside the wall. Keeping our word, answering the call.
Fine words. I wish I could believe in them.
Why can't you? What do you have against freelancers?
That's none of your business.
Did something happen?
Nothing happened, never mind. This conversation is over. Good day.
I just don't think earwax should be that color, is all I said. I'm so glad to see you. I've been wanting to warn you about the bar owner.
Okay.
Her name is Max.
All right.
Now be careful with her. I'm telling you this as a friend.
So you think we're pals or something?
Yes, I feel very close to you. I mean, that's why I'm telling you this. It's for your safety.
Got it.
Okay, so I heard Max has connections to the regulators. Word in the fort is, if you owe her money and don't pay up, you could end up face down in a Scar encampment, torn apart by Wyvern.
But if she's got regulator connections, why wouldn't she turn you over to them?
Hey, I'm just telling you what I heard, because I don't want you to get hurt.
Thanks for the heads up.
You're welcome, my friend.
You again.
What?
Ah, still crabby, I see.
I'll stop being crabby when I feel like it. So, what is it this time?
I have something that I think will cheer you up. Do you know Mora?
The mousy kid who hangs around the marketplace?
The grain supply problem hit her, too. But she's got an idea to get more. A new system that...
New system? Scam.
That allows for sustainable indoor farming.
Scam.
Will you let me finish?
Why? I know how this ends. The system requires capital to properly develop, right? And you're about to ask me to put it up. Grow the grain right here, inside the fort's walls? Sustainably? If it sounds too good to be true, probably is.
Give her a chance. No one else will. The only way we survive this world is by supporting each other.
Damn. I've expected a spotlight to come on. Did you rehearse that?
Funny.
But you're right. I've been so wrapped up in my own troubles, I've forgotten to be kind. Tell you what, I'll go talk to Mora, okay? See what I can do.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Freelancer in the bar.
Hey, you should shop here.
Good timing. We just got some excellent new stuff.
up.